Hey Molly, what day is it today?
Sunday.
No, school day.
School day.
Where are you going? Where are you going for the first time?
School.
School. Yay! Shout vlog time. Hey guys, Vick here, back with a vlog number 37. If you are a counter of things such as vlogs, this is vlog 37. What am I vaping on today? I am vaping on my Flask SX. This is new. I don't think I had this last time I did a vlog. I bought it for myself, personal use. It's sort of like my my nice daily vape, my sort of like grinding beater, but a nice beater, you know, a good quality beater. SX board in here, Flask. The battery life is insane, dual parallel battery configuration, which means if you're under 60 watts, you know, you're gonna get insane life. Loving this Flask SX. Got it second hand from the Safer Vapors sales page on Facebook. So that is the mod. The tank is coming up for review next but one. It is the Star RDTA. It's a 22mm affair. However, they do also have a 24mm version as well, exactly the same except bigger. It's a very straightforward RTA, but I really like it. You know when it does nothing special, but everything it does right. And it's just fun. It's just, you know, it's just a nice vape with no complication. And so it just matches this mod's, the mentality of this RTA just matches the mentality of this mod, you know, just steady sound, no problems, away we go. Inside it, pinky red, you'll notice, is Dirty Diesel from Rude Oil. Not a massive fan of the name Rude Oil. But it's Dirty Diesel, which is a line. They were at Vape Fest and stuff. It's Cuts Ice, the people that have done various other juices. This one, this Rude Oil Dirty Diesel, it tastes a lot like Red Astaire. If you're familiar with that, if you're in the UK, you probably will be. So that's what I'm vaping on. That was a long bit. But that's what I'm vaping on today, plus all the other things as I talk about them and all that. So, vlog 36 was the previous vlog. Let's read out some viewer comments. Ventus Tarango says, looking forward to see your review of the OBS Cheetah. Great vlog, by the way, and I just said thanks to that. But yeah, yes, that review is now up. I stand by that review. A solid RDA, nothing spectacular. Snibbler 64 says definitely squonk pins on more devices, and yeah, I agree. All RDAs now, why not? All RDAs could come with a squonk pin, couldn't they? Squonking has taken off big style, so that's a thing. Are you going to be... Oh, sorry, Ross Jamieson says, are you going to be reviewing the ridiculous TF-V8? Probably not. I've got a long list of things to review. I've never really hooked up with Smok. It's Smok, isn't it? But yeah. But I mean, I can give you a review. I can give you a review without using it. It goes like this. If you want a sub-ohm clearomizer capable of 120 watts, then do it. Do it, brother. Jacko Turbra says, good vlog, keep it up. Maggie says, good vlog. Richard, thanks for the chance at another giveaway. No sweat, there'll be a giveaway later in this vlog. Paul Ellis, you are right about coils. I ended up getting mine from Fast Tech. They seem legit. Yeah, the coil art coils are great while they last, but I'm only getting about 15mm out of them, and that's the end of that chapter. Pretty cool though. And now I've got that Serpent Sub tank. I'm going to try the Kanga ones in there. Exciting times. Gareth Elwood says, cool Sunday natter. From what I hear, Torchy knows his onions, but nobody reviews his products. A comparison between ESYBs and his 30Qs maybe. And I said, aren't Torchy's stuff just re-wrapped? And Gareth says yes. And yeah, so there's these batteries that I still can't really do a video for because I've got no stats, no specs. ESYB now do a 30 amp 3500 mAh battery, and they do a 20 amp 25 amp, I don't know, I can't remember. But they do some good batteries, and I've been using them a lot, these batteries, and they've been absolutely cracking, no problems at all, not got hot, no problems. Spoke to Torchy about them. He said they passed his tests admirably. So ESYB, if you happen to see some around, check them out. If you're a shop wanting some different battery options, they've been absolutely fine for me, honestly. Eating Dinner says, you must do a review on the OBS engine, please. And how is it compared to the Watofo support? The OBS engine, I just reviewed that. Cracking thing. A cracking thing, that is. I liked it. Iron Beer says 5:50 a.m. in America, and I've yet to go to bed. But sure, I'll watch the vlog because it went up at a strange time, didn't it? The vlog last time, so that's cool. Thank you for staying up and watching the vlog. That's awesome. Do get more sleep though. It's really good for you. So that's that. Let's not read too many comments. I'll read more next time. In the comments this time, just put a random weird question. Just put a weird question, and I'll just answer it next time. Other bits and bats. Oh, if you're a fan of the podcast, if you listen to the podcast, we now have, I'll just take a step back, we now have t-shirts. Let's vape. Vick and Cloudy. The t-shirts, they're on vapingswag.com. We don't get any cut for it or anything like that. Nothing comes to us. They're at cost price after Vaping Swag's cut, presumably. But if you go onto vapingswag.com and then go to Cloudy Vape, then you'll find our t-shirts. So yeah, so you can get the t-shirts. If you're in America, you can get the t-shirts from vapingswag.com. If you're in Europe or the UK and you want one, hold off. I'm going to try and find a UK supplier because it's something like $20 postage to go from Vaping Swag in America to the UK, and then depending on what they put on the label, you might get done on import as well. So hold off. I'm going to find some UK person to do some t-shirts or something. I don't know. I haven't got my head around it yet, but I'm gonna. So don't bother. Don't waste all that money on them. But if you're in America, do it. Get some t-shirts. Speaking of t-shirts, I am now a member of the Ideal Ohm Show. I'm an Ideal Ohmie. I have become the new 4th member. Obviously, Dino, the vaping biker, he just got too busy and stuff to do it, and so he stepped down. So they went down to 3 ohmies for a little bit, but now they've decided to go back up to 4 ohmies, and they asked me to become an ohmie. So 9 p.m. GMT on YouTube, it's the Ideal Ohm Show, and on the Ohm page at 9 Greenwich Mean Time. On a Thursday night, you can watch the Ideal Ohm Show with me and the guys. Really good show. I've always been a fan of it. I'd been on as a guest once, as a guest host once, so twice, and then that was my first show last Thursday where I was unveiled. So really enjoying it. It's great working with those guys, and I really enjoy doing the show. So check it out. I'll put links in the description if I can remember. Yeah, I'll try and remember to put some links in the description, but just put in Ideal Ohm Show in your search bar for YouTubes, and you can watch it on catch up if you don't happen to be around at that time or whatever, you know. So all good, really good. What have we got coming up for review? I have 13 things written down here coming up for review. Quite extensive list. I just have to go through it. Okay, so we have the Lancer from Vape Only. Cute little mod from them, very thin. Don't know if you can see that. Insanely thin. It's at like 22 wide, like that. Thin, but quite long. Quite long. It's a mod and that. Yeah, it's a mod. I haven't really got to grips with it yet, because originally they said it was a production version and I didn't need to review it, but now it's looking like it is the final version from what they're saying, so I need to reconnect with those guys and then get the review up for that. Also on top of here is the Yosta. Let's have a look. It's the Yosta IGVI R2. IGVR2. IGVIR2. Easy for me to say. It's this, look, it's this. It's an RTA. Need to set it up properly and have a proper bash at it, but yeah, that's that. That's an RTA. That's to review as well. Also from Yosta. That's not from Yosta. Let's have a look at this. No, forget Yosta for a minute. We'll come back to Yosta. I'm all over the place. From Smoant, we have the Night V2, the Night V2 kit. Now, this was a mod that actually it sort of got a jump on the market in a way. There weren't many mods with this style, and people sort of went for it and got into it. And it sort of did quite well, and it had a bit of a following and still does. The main issues I had with the V1 Smoant Night was that weird cap on the top, and the fact it was made out of like solid stainless steel and it was really heavy. So they've upped their game on this V2. They now have a normal door, so there's no like tube underneath to put your battery in, although I did like that. That's not a thing anymore. So now you just have the door, and it's now not made out of solid stainless steel. It's made out of some sort of aluminium, and it's got a completely different feel to it. It's much more, pocket friendly, light, and it feels more sensible now. One thing is that door. It does have a bit of play to it. I hate that. So many mods in the world now, isn't there? And it's hard to decide which is better than the other. But when someone does that, when a mod does that these days, when there's so much choice, it instantly gets a bit of a from me. I'm a bit like And yeah, so it's just slightly plays, slightly frustrating. The Talos. Go on, let's turn it on. Come on. Get it on. Let's get it on. Okay, we're on. So it still comes with the Talos V1. That's slightly disappointing because I wasn't a big fan of the tank either. But I will say that it isn't all machine oily this time, which is very positive. It's a fairly solid tank, fairly solid vape. But it's not pulling up any trees, and the beauty is of this, stick whatever RTA you want in here, even a sub-tank should you wish, but you get a nice tank in there, and it's all protected and stuff by the cage, and it's all pocket friendly and that. I think it goes up to 80 watts now as well. It won't. On paper it says 80 watts. In reality, one regulated battery, they seem to start to struggle, in my opinion, over 60. But if you're using it over 60, using the wrong mod, IMO. But that's the Night V2. A lot more testing required, but that is the Night V2 kit. Good, but it's got some things. Literally, the next review. Let's have a look at this. Yes, the actual next review in the world ever is this. Look at this beast. The Hugo 133. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, 133. No, it's not an evolved DNA board. I think Hugo did do a DNA version of this mod, but this is their own board. Looks very similar. Ooh, you can see the refresh rate, I think. But looks very similar, you know what I mean? But actually, it's their own board, and it's doing their own shenanigans. But yeah, what is it? 133 watts. Really quite cool looking if you like that sort of thing. I've got this Freemax sub-tank on. Talk about that in the previously reviewed items section. But a really nice looking solid mod. Really enjoy using this. It's very comfy in the hand, very big, fits these big tanks, you know, these big tanks go on it without a problem, which is a relief as much as anything. So nice fire button. I like this mod. I do like this mod. It's got some things though that I will talk about in the review, but which is next, so it's not like you hanging on and hanging on. But quite the piece. And very reasonably priced for what looks, in my opinion, medium end. Medium end, is that a thing? So that's the Hugo 133. Like that. Do like that overall. Also coming up soon is this. Now this doesn't have. This isn't meant to have this on, but this is this. This is the Vape Sig. If you remember, my first DNA 200 was a Vape Sig. It is a Vape Sig 80 watt SD Mini. Look at the colour, awesome colour, very cool colour. Got a few mods that are interesting colours at the moment. This is like a goldy finish. 80 watt mod, built-in lipo. Let's fire up Vape Sig. Pretty good. Yeehee SX130. Don't know, guys. Don't know. And a fairly standard looking board there, but a cool looking mod. And 23mm atties look good on here. I've got one in mind. So many mods, you know, that only do 22mm, and that's a thing, and that's cool, and that's fine. But it is refreshing when a mod fits a slightly bigger tank on. Wow, this is good entertainment, isn't it? Watching me screw on an atomizer. So that's on there. Let's just turn this, get the juice flow open, give it a quick wipe, and this is the Vape Sig SD Mini. Vape Sig SD Mini 80 watt. What are we in here? Come on. Just scrolling down now. Get it going. This is the Merlin, by the way. Still love this. Still love this. You see people saying about their vaping journey, and oh, they were a K-Fun lover and a mouth to lunger. Then they got on the sub-tank bandwagon, and they went from sub-tank to sub-tank to 100 watts in sub-tanks, and they got this and they got that, and then they say, oh, but then I went back to mouth to lung, and now I'm mouth to lung again. There is actually something in between those two things. You don't have to go K-Fun to TFV8. There is things in between. There's some very good 30 watt, 35 watt tanks out there, you know, that just RTA, where you can have a nice solid vape that's sensible. Great flavour, great price, well made, nice sort of middle ground, you know, middle ground. He's got that RTA, RBA, build quality and vape quality, you know, but you're not throwing ridiculous clouds, you're not lunging it to death, you know. There's this, there's the Serpent Mini, there's the Conqueror, there's the new Squape, you know, there is something in between K-Fun and TFV8, you know, you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning and settle on that. Great vape, not a bad mod. It does this weird thing of, it says system off when you click it 5 times, but it's not off. You have to then say yes. and that's tripped me up a few times. Also up for review, I know this is running long, but there's a lot up for review. Look at this beauty. Look at this little beauty. Yosta. Do you remember the Yosta livepor 80 or something like that? Well, this is its baby brother. Look at that. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's dinky. Look at that nice little setup, isn't it? With this red drip tip from Signature Tips, and yeah, You feeling that? Nice little, and a Serpent Mini on top. This is the livepor 60. Built-in lipo again, something like 1500 mAh. Tiny, it's tiny, it's tiny. Trust me, it's tiny. Mrs. Lord spotted dick. Cracking that. Love that. Love the look of that. Love that old matchy life. So that's the livepor 60 watt. Much more testing required on that. What else have we got? Oh, we've got all the... Oh, one more thing while we're doing things and stuff. Where are we? Here we are. We have the Smoant Battlestar. The Battlestar 200 watt. Now, it's a 2-cell device, so 200 watt, no chance. But, you know, it'll give it a go. And I know what you're thinking. Does this remind you of anything? Does it? It does a bit, doesn't it? It does a lot. Yeah, it looks a lot like the RX 2/3 in 2 mode. So this is this nice bright screen. Got some great setups at the moment. I've got this in here, certified vanilla custard. Troll V2 on top. I've also got the Troll 25mm in now, so I'll give that a look soon. But I do like the look of this. Black RDA, black back, yellow mod, bright yellow mod. Very, I mean, obviously not to everyone's taste. I saw someone on Instagram say it looks like Bumblebee from Transformers, you know. Yeah, it does. It does look very Bumblebee-esque. But I think that looks alright. I think obviously not to everyone's taste at all. Kind of not to mine, but it's pretty cool. 2 batteries. The door comes off like that. 2 batteries. And a good door as well. And I'll tell you one of the reasons it's a good door. Good magnets, obviously, but and perfectly flush, which is nice. But also, they've got a lip at the top and a lip at the bottom, so it's not gonna play, is it? You know? Come on. No, great door, great feel to it, very sturdy, very nice, not ridiculously heavy, but just very sturdy, nice feel. So that's the Battlestar mod from Smoant. So that's very cool as well. Enjoying that one. More testing to be done. And then I've got all this Wotofo stuff to do. Just done the support. Got the 25mm version of the Serpent. Got the support RTA again in 25mm mode. And all manner of Wotofo things. Let's just check the list, see if there's anything I've missed. Overall, that's pretty much it. Lots of stuff coming up to review. Lots of mods and stuff, which is nice. You know, go through periods of not reviewing that many mods, so it's nice to get back onto those. Previously reviewed items. Items I've already reviewed. How am I getting on? The RX 2/3. I've got it in 2 mode, 2 battery mode. Needs rebuilding. That's why it's sat like this. But good mod. I feel like they've now perfected the Relu range with this one. This is the culmination of all the things from the last one. It's got this battery latch, back door battery latch thing now, so the door's going nowhere unless you press that button. Fine in both 3 battery mode and 2 battery mode. Really solid. It's a bit taller, but I really like the feel of the 2 battery in the hand. The board is good, the screen is great, you know, all that stuff. Solid, rock solid, really good, really impressed with this, etc. Great mod. I think they feel like if you've got, like I said in the review, if you've got an RX 200 and you're happy, RX 200S and you're happy, fine, don't worry about it. If those passed you by and you are tempted, get this one, really good one. And I got that from GearBest for like 40 quid, 38 quid, something like that. Awesome deal, good prices. What else? Oh, Tesla Stealth. Looking for an atomizer to put in here right now, but there's the Tesla Stealth 40 watt. I stand by what I said in the review again. Really good mod, really well made, really nice features, works really well, very dinky. My one thing with it is it's too dinky. I genuinely find it hard to vape because it's so small. It doesn't help that I've knackered my hand. I don't know if you can see. I've knackered my hand. I don't know if you can comparing this one to this one. Slight colour difference. But yeah, I've hurt my hand playing football, and that's not helping. But the only thing really that bugs me with this is it's so small. I want to see them do a bigger one, like a nice big Stig Helix-esque one. But that's that. What else? The Star Clearomizer. The Freemax Star Pure Clearomizer. What a good Clearomizer this is. And if you don't believe me, I know that Todd from Todd's eSig Reviews, hi guys, Todd here, he likes it as well. So there you go. I mean, if me and Mark like it, then you know it's absolutely fantastic. It's really big and that, and it does all that nonsenseness, and it's super big. But two main things with this Clearomizer: it's super smooth airflow, really quiet. Really love that. It's just so quiet and smooth, flowing airflow. Really like that. And the flavour. The flavour is shockingly good for a Clearomizer. Really, in my opinion, it is. It's coming to the end of its life. It's done 25 mil, and that is now reaching the end of its life, that coil head, and needs changing. But stand by that again. Stand by that. Last thing, the Astro RDA. The Astro RDA. Who is this by? This was by Org Vape. Good. A good one. A good RDA. Does what it does, doesn't do what it doesn't do, and by that I mean it is just an underflow. Don't open these holes, for the love of God. Don't bother with those holes, they're pointless. But it's the undercoil airflow jobby, and if you want an RDA that does that, then here we are. Rock solid, no problems. What the only slight thing I've got is I'll try and show you this now up close. I don't know if you can see a bit of silver there on the airflow. It doesn't always sit down neatly when you press it back down, and because it's an RDA where you need to paint the coils ideally, it doesn't sit back down that neatly. You just have to give it an extra little push like that, and now it's okay. So that's a bit weird, that's slightly tedious. But you get that lovely flavour from these undercoil RDAs, and that's a good one. That's a decent RDA indeed. What else? Oh, let's do a giveaway. Let's really quickly do a giveaway. What am I giving away? I'm giving away this, the complete set from Movkin, the JC25 RDA that's squonkable, the squonking kit. Now I couldn't get this squonking kit to work. I copied everyone else's videos. I built it exactly like they built it in their videos and couldn't get it to work. So if you can't get the squonking thing to work when you get it, sorry, neither could I. But I'm sure it'll be fine when you do it. The JC25 RTA, which goes neatly in here, and then the Disguiser 150 is sort of the V2, sort of the V1.5, you know, the slightly updated, improved one. But that's what you're getting, the full set of Movkin. To win, what do? You email me, cd_v1ck@hotmail.com. You put giveaway 37 in the title of the email or subject of the email. Then in the body of the email, I want your name, your address, and the answer to this question: how many watts can the Movkin Disguiser do? What is the maximum wattage available on the Movkin Disguiser? So the answer, your name and address in the body of the email. And anybody that gets it wrong, in any way, don't get entered. You don't get entered anymore. I used to just let everyone in. Now you don't. In terms of these mods, like this, like my Squonker that I never reviewed, I'm going to do a mod showcase video for all the mods that I never reviewed that I bought for my personal use. And just a video going through those mods and why I got them, why I like them, etc. So that's that. Very quickly, let's roll into a juice section.
It's quite pungent. Oh, yeah. It stings the nostrils. Brian, I'm going to be honest with you. That smells like pure gasoline. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, I've got quite a lot of juice to go through, so I'm just going to skim over it like a crazy person. We have Vape Lemonade from Vapetasia, and if you know me, you know I really like Vapetasia Killer Custard. They've got another one called Royal something as well, Royalty 2. Yeah, that's absolutely splendid as well. In terms of these lemonades, the latest flavour is peach lemon, and it's alright. It's alright. I like the blackberry lemonade. That one is a joy. The others are okay. In fact, I don't like the pink one, I'll be honest. And the peach one is good. It's alright, solid. So that's Vapetasia Lemonade. I'll also very quickly mention the Yorkshire Vapour, Dale, the Yorkshire Vapour. He now has his third juice line out. Mary's Kitchen. He has lemon Madeira cake and blackberry pie. And they're two solid new flavours. Tried the lemon Madeira cake in the shop, and it was very nice. And I've been smashing this. Look at that. I've only had it. Well, I had a couple of days. I only got it last Thursday. And so that is that. So check out the yorkshirevapor.co.uk if you want to know more about Mary's Kitchen, named after his grandma, I believe, which is quite nice. So yeah, so they're good, very good, very good. Another one worth mentioning is Manchester by Steamworks. I got some of those juices. I really like Cool Britannia and Hacienda. I don't like Anarchy in the UK or Perry Boys. But check them out. Check them out as well. Yeah, Hacienda's good. Very good. Very good. Lastly, I said I would mention this juice. Let's have a look at this. Tsunami Premium Juice Doodah, says on there. And what have they got? Loads of juice. They've got loads of juice. Sweet Clouds, Rock Spring. They've all got slightly cryptic names. Delicious Tornado, Caribbean Wave. That one's alright actually, Caribbean Wave. Don't mind that one. If you want to know more about these, where should you go? Made in the USA. TsunamiPremiumLiquid.com. Go to TsunamiPremiumLiquid.com to find out more about Tsunami Juice. An interesting set of juices. Go and check them out. Thanks to them for sending them all the way from America. So that is that. That is everything, you know. What else do I need to tell you? Ideal Home Show, check. T-shirts, let's vape. Check. Check out the podcast if you haven't already. Links in the description. I might put a little thing at the end of this as well, a little clicky thing. You might see it, you might not, if I remember. And yeah, as you saw at the top of the video, it was Molly's first day at school today. Big school, not really big school, it's like preschool-y type thing, but she still have to wear a uniform and there's still a proper teacher, so it's a bit like school. Got to go pick her up in an hour or so. So I better get on with this. Thanks for watching, thanks for your continued support, thanks for being cool about me joining the Ideal Home Show. Not that many people seemed genuinely upset. Some people were, but not many, which is cool. Thank you for supporting the podcast. If you do, if you don't, check it out. If you don't listen to podcasts, don't bother. But yeah, definitely check out the Ideal Home Show. Link in the description, and you can just type it into your YouTube search bar. Whew, I've been Vaping Vic, and I'll see you again really soon with all of these 13 reviews. See you soon.